Home in Kansas City, and it's offering people a chance to jump into the world of coding.
Coding?
Yeah.
C-O-D-I-N-G. It's for adults. Markets officer met with the founders. It's called Prime Digital. So for those not in the know, he's going to tell us what coding is and what this availability is. Marcus?
Downtown Kansas City. We're in a very special classroom, very new classroom, Scott's Prime Digital Academy, coding. It seems to be the future. We've heard about STEM, but there's so much that goes into it, and there's a need now you were talking about. First off, what is your academy? And, of course, we've got some folks working, but what are you guys working on here?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are a 20-week career immersion program, and so we typically kind of set into the same category as what they would call like an immersive boot camp. And our focus is getting people job ready within 20 weeks. So from start to finish, we don't require any previous coding experience, but by the end, we want these folks to be set up to accept positions in the industry. So basically, from start to finish, we take people from knowing no or little code to accepting positions as software engineers.
Why is it so beneficial or important for folks in and around Kansas City to have or be ready to code and find jobs in that realm?
Absolutely. So this is actually our second market that we've been in. We originated in Minneapolis, and when we were selecting a second market to start in, we looked at a number of different things. And one of the things that we saw about Kansas City was that there was an increasing need for developer talent to be located within the city. So if you look at even from the JavaScript positions from March to April, there was an increase of 80 postings that increased, and then from April to May, those positions only went down about 2 positions. And so there's a continued need for developer talent within the city, and all of that's fueled by a number of different things. And so we're looking at things like an unusual concentration of Fortune 500 companies, which you might not want to work for a 100 company, but what that does for the city is that it gets a lot of people talking about development. And so you see a lot of startups. And Kansas City has a phenomenal startup culture. So shout out to Matthew Marcus and the Kansas City Startup Foundation, as well as there's an unusual concentration of like developer meetups. And basically Kansas City has an amazing ecosystem for developers, which is going to get more people in the game, because these positions are not going to get filled if we don't start activating the community and kind of just educating people on what programming is and what kind of successful career they can have in it.
In about 20 seconds or so, can you tell us how folks sign up, how to find you, and how to enroll in your 20-week course?
Yep, absolutely. So you can visit our website, primeacademy.io. The application is right on there. In fact, we're accepting applications for our second cohort in the city. And basically, you can just start the process. And don't let the application process scare you. Just hop in and take a look at it. And, we're real people. We're here. Like, we want to answer your questions. And so feel free to reach out as well as too. You can just reach out to us through the website. You can also schedule a campus tour. We'd be more than happy to show you around and answer questions for people.
Awesome. And also coming up at 9 o'clock, we'll show you how the scholarships are also beneficial for those that have an interest and desire to code, but that's coming up a little bit later this morning. Until then, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
I wonder if that's